back to another video. I'm so excited for this one. I feel like I haven't been able to just sit down and chat for a really long time. Like, we haven't even done like a sit down haul, I feel, for like a really long time either. So make sure you're snuggled up on the sofa with your favourite drinks. I've got a coffee, it's first thing in the morning, hence why I look basically just like I've rolled out of bed, because I have. Yeah, make sure you're snuggled up on the sofa with the best snacks, the best drinks. We're gonna get into a chatty get ready with me, and I've got loads of Q&As that you girls asked me on my Instagram stories, so I'm really grateful for every single one of you that put a little question in there, and hopefully I'll be able to answer as many as I can as I get ready. So let's get into it. Just love coffee first thing in the morning, girls. Right, I will get the questions up and ready, but I also need to prep and prime my skin. I have already done my skincare. I just did that very quickly. I used the Elemis Rose Cleansing Balm and also the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream as like the base so far. My eyes are really watery today, so I feel like this ain't gonna go too well. I don't know what it is, but my aunt is an optician and she says I suffer with dry eye syndrome, which sounds crazy because my eyes are always wet because they're constantly watering. But there we go. That's what I have. Right, okay, I've got the questions up. So to prime my face even more, if you've been around for a while, you will know that I use the L'Oreal Hydrogenous like water gel, aloe water. I literally only have a little bit left of this one, so I did buy it from Amazon the other day because they had it on offer. So it's usually about £10 when it's not on offer in like Superdrug, Boots and all them places. Same for Amazon, but it was only £5 on Amazon the other day, so best believe I got some more because I absolutely love this stuff. It feels like it wakes my face up as well. So I just put 3 pumps on my hand and then I literally just massage this into my face. I did used to use this instead of a moisturizer, but I've just kind of found that I like to have my moisturizer as like a separate thing, and then use this more for when I am prepping my skin before I put makeup on, because obviously the more hydrated like places like around your eyes and your skin is, the more it's going to be easy to absorb the makeup. It's not going to go on all patchy. So yeah, the more moisturizer the better. It does say on the back of this to use instead of your daily moisturizer. It also says apply 1 pump to the face and neck. I go 3 pumps because I'm obviously extra. I mean, I like it. Dries really quickly as well, so you don't have loads of time to be hanging around. And then the next thing I am going to put on my face is this e.l.f. primer. Please excuse like the packaging of it, it is very battered, but it's called the Matte Putty Primer, and it basically looks like this. So it looks like this. It looks a little bit like moisturizer, but it's actually quite hard, if that makes sense. So I basically like put this around my face like you would normal primer. Not too much, but not too less. And then as you warm it up with your fingers, it will then like settle into your skin. And I find this really good for like if you've got really deep pores. It will basically blend them in so that your makeup looks a lot better when it's set. I put it mainly like over my acne area, just so that the makeup doesn't go on as bumpy. I love this. I love this stuff so much. So there we go. All blended in. If you put too much on, you'll be rubbing for a really long time because your face will go white, but it is recoverable. I've been there, I've done that. Just keep rubbing and it will eventually settle in. So then I just leave my face to like set, kind of. It doesn't feel wet, but I like to just leave it a couple of minutes before I put the rest of my makeup on. So I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee and then I'm gonna answer the first question. Okay, so first question, I'm gonna answer two here because this one's quite easy. What makeup do you use? So obviously I will be showing you throughout this video, but my like holy grail, just to answer this in kind of like one swoop, if I was to only have one piece of makeup for like the rest of my life, it would hands down be the MUA Pro Base foundation. It is £5. It's cruelty free and vegan friendly. It's long wearing. You get it in a 30ml glass bottle, so it looks quite luxury. I absolutely love it. I have used this for a really long time now. I used to be an avid fan of the tinted moisturiser from New Skin, but I don't know why, but I just kind of like gradually went over to the foundation life, and I haven't looked back. I absolutely love this. You can get it from Superdrug, but I also get it direct from the MUA. I'll bring it up a bit closer so you can see it. I get it direct from the MUA Makeup Academy website. The last time I did it, because obviously you pay postage, I actually bought two, and then obviously I had them in, so I'm on to the second one now. But I absolutely love it. I would always buy that one. And as for the rest of the makeup, I'll show you throughout this video. Next question is, where is your bedding from? So we have two different sets of bedding on our bed. White one is from Next. We basically, I don't even know when it was in lockdown at some point. I decided I wanted to change up the bedroom and get some new pair of curtains. We did already have white curtains, but we needed some new ones because they were like breaking. I don't think we spent a lot of money on them because it was like first house, just need some curtains up so we can go to sleep kind of thing. So yeah, well, I wanted to get some new curtains, new white bedding, and then some like display cushions to go on top. So I decided to treat us and get them all from Next. I would usually get them from like Asda because I love the bedding at Asda, like love it. It's so durable, it washes really well, so if you haven't got the cash to splash, definitely 100,000,000% go to Asda and get your bedding from there. I really wish I actually had gone and got the original white bedding that we used to have from Asda again, because they still do it now. But we did get it from Next. It isn't the best quality. The ruffles, where they're like sewed in to make the ruffles, they're starting to come out. So it's not washing very well. I wouldn't buy from Next again, to be honest, bedding wise. Like I love the clothing, I love like all their home scent, home fragrances and all of that, but yeah, as for bedding, probably wouldn't go from Next again. But the curtains are really good. They're really thick. They don't need like lining to make them more blackout or anything like that. They're perfect. I just wish I'd got them at the longer drop so that they don't just finish at the edge of the windowsill, because that just really annoys me. Like in my dressing room here, like they are really long, and I think they make the room more warming and make it feel more warm in here. So yeah, definitely if you're getting new curtains, get a longer drop that like sit on the floor. I know that wasn't the question, but like because I bought the bedding at the same time as the curtains, there you go. And then the pink bedding is from Asda, so it's the one that's got like the floral pink pattern all over it. We actually got that when we moved in 5 years ago, which some people are going to be screaming at me like, that's disgusting. Obviously we wash it all the time. It's not broken, there's no holes in it, it's not ripped anywhere, it is perfect. So that's what I mean by Asda bedding. It washes so well, so I highly recommend. I need to change my battery because it is flashing at me, so 1 second. Okay, back to the makeup. My face has been sat for a couple of minutes now, so quick sip. And then I'm going to go in with the foundation that I've just been raving about. I use it in shade 144, in case you're wondering. If you have like same skin tone as me, which is pretty much pale as they come. I think like in comparison maybe to other foundations, I probably do use a lot more of it. As you can see, like I'm applying it pretty much everywhere. It does spread really nicely, so I don't know if there's like any particular reason that I do this. but yeah, maybe, I don't know. And then I'm also going to go in with a beauty blender that I have basically run under the tap, and I just keep squeezing it out until it expands, and then I squeeze all of the water out, and then I also get some toilet roll, put it inside the toilet roll, and then squeeze out the excess water, so it feels like wet but dry, so it's not like dripping water, if you know what I mean. You need to make sure you get rid of all of the water particles, otherwise that'll go on your face and make you a bit patchy. So make sure you give it a good squeeze in the toilet roll, and then I basically just go in and blend. See how good it is at covering spots that I'd say it's only £5. Pretty amazing. As for my neck, I just like take it down as much as I can drag it down, and then I will also bronze my neck as well, just so it all blends in quite nicely and doesn't make me look like I haven't blended it in, if you know what I mean. This is something that I never knew that you needed to do, and probably spent my whole school life with a bright white neck and the orange line. So hopefully me sharing this can help some girl that's at school wearing makeup. Now, another step that I do that is probably totally wrong, so I'm gonna say like don't follow me on this, but I use the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, or it's called the Magic Powder, for under eye and face, and then just this brush here, which is by Polly, and it's the cheek finish one. So basically what I do, I'm just going to do it over here so it doesn't cause a mess. I tip the powder into the lid, and basically I've got this from lockdown because I apply it then to my face where my mask is, and to be honest girls, it has actually worked. Like, my makeup doesn't appear to like disappear as much anymore when I've had a mask on. So I know you don't have to wear them now, but I do still wear them in the supermarkets, at my hair appointment, where else do I wear it? Basically everywhere, but that's total preference, obviously, up to you. And then what I will do is apply some to my under eye. I just go back in very quickly with that. Just because you don't want to be setting your makeup where there's any lines, so smooth it all out and then go in with the powder. You see? My under eyes do not stay like this because, like I've just said, they water like there's no tomorrow. They end up like just coming out, and like I never made an effort with the under of my eyes anyway, so I don't put concealer on anymore. I used to, but it just doesn't work for people that have watery eyes, you know. I'm gonna leave that to melt in for a second, or to find the next question, and then I can do my blusher. I'm just gonna get rid of my foundation lips because I find that super annoying. Okay, so the next question is any updates on your house move? So whilst I'm answering this, I'm just going to put my bronzer on. So I use the Barry Heat Wave Powder Bronzer. It's really cute. It's in their new like eco-friendly packaging. Love it. So what was the question? Any updates on the house move? I mean, if you've been around for a while, you will know that I have been saying for like what feels like the longest time, we will be moving eventually soon. We will be moving soon, you know. And chances are, girls and boys, we are going to be here for at least until January. The only good thing is, and I feel like I said this in another vlog, or maybe it's one that I've recorded and hasn't gone live yet, but we're in like a really lucky position in terms of the house that we are potentially buying. We are still waiting to go and view it, but it does need like a new bathroom, a new kitchen, and then all the normal cosmetic stuff that you normally need. But we're going to be able to start doing work on the house before we actually move in, which is really like super helpful. I know not everybody gets that opportunity and you have to like move in and then do it as you go in. But when that's going to be, I genuinely don't know. We obviously then, at that point, when we start doing the work, or get the keys to start doing the work on the other house, we then need to put this house up for sale. But then I don't know how that's going to work. Like, are we going to need to wait a bit until we start doing some of the work in case it goes really fast? Like, I just don't know. My worry is that we're not going to have like a functioning bathroom or kitchen and have to move in for Christmas. But I saw on Instagram, I can't remember her name, but she said that she must have like moved out of her house and moved in with her mum whilst her house was getting like renovated or something, but her mum was also having a renovation at the same time, so that she's lived without a kitchen since April, and we're in September now. Imagine going that long with no kitchen. She said, and this, I completely forgot about it, but she said that she's lived on like slow cooker meals, and I thought, oh my god, I completely forgot about slow cooker, which obviously we'd be able to do. So it isn't the end of the world, I know, but I would like to have a functioning kitchen and bathroom for Christmas. At least a kitchen, you know? As it stands, there's not really a lot to update you guys on. The only question I have got is, whenever it does happen, there will obviously be like 2 types of videos that I can do, because I want to document the whole shebang. There will be the actual like renovating of the new house, which will consist of like all sorts renovation wise, and then there will also be the whole moving to the other house as well, so like boxing up this house and moving it over. And then obviously I can do that Q&A based on like the buying and selling under the home move, and then Q&A under the renovations and stuff like that. So I just wanted to know, like, would you prefer it all to be uploaded as the home move / renovation series, or would you prefer it to be a home move series and then a renovation series? My only concern is that I know that people are particularly interested in renovation but they're not interested in home move, and there's people that are interested in home move but not interested in renovations, if you see what I mean. So I don't want to put them all together if that's like totally the wrong thing to do. But then if you're just wanting to know the whole shebang and you wanting just to see the whole journey of renovating and moving all entwined into one, I can obviously do that as one whole series together. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below exactly what you want. Like, do you want 2 separate series, or do you want it all rolled into one when we eventually get to any sort of status of us being able to do anything? For the makeup, guys, I'm going to go in with some blusher. So I've got this Revolution one, and this is in shade Rose Kiss. I really like this one. At first it used to be really like pigmented and I just didn't get on with it, but I think I just needed to understand how much to put on my brush, if you know what I mean. So I just like dab this in like a straight line. I know it's a bit strange, but like to go up this way. Apparently it makes it look like your face is lifted. We go with it, and I do obviously the same on the other side. And then I'm going to quickly put some highlighter on before I answer the next question. So I use the MUA Shimmer Highlight, get my words out, Shimmer Highlight Powder in Iridescent Gold. So this is what the packaging looks like. I did buy this from the MUA website once when I ordered the foundation from there. The colour has changed slightly because of my brush. I also purchased the darker version of it, which is called Golden Afterglow. I haven't used that yet. I was going to take it on holiday with us when we go to Jamaica, whenever the hell that's going to be. Yeah, I will let you know what that one is like afterwards. These brushes are insane. They're from New CID Cosmetics. I think they're like a company that was probably on like QVC a while back, and loads of people on Instagram ages ago went mental for them, and honestly they're so good. They're like the heaviest brushes ever, so probably not ideal for taking on holiday with you, but such good quality. They wash really well as well when you know when you want to do a brush wash. They wash very, very well. I love them. I use loads and loads of their brushes. I also have the big massive powder brush in here as well. There's all sorts in this drawer down here. Right, let me find another question. Oh, pretty much just talked about this. Will you still be getting married this year, hun? And a kissy emoji. Kiss to you too, my dear. So I mean, if I had £1 for every time someone said, do you know what's happening with your wedding? I'd be a very, very rich girl. Now, I don't know if people think I work for the government and have like some inside information, even my family, because I get asked this question so many times and I have zero idea, okay? Obviously we really want to get married. I'm kind of past caring with in terms of like how we get married, when, that kind of thing, because obviously if you're new around here, we're on to wedding day number 3. The other 2 have been cancelled because of coronavirus, and we still don't know if it's going ahead. So we're basically supposed to be getting married in Jamaica in November at some point. But at the minute, Jamaica is on the amber/green list, like the new, what is going to be the go and the no-go. It's on the go list. However, it is also banned travel, all but essential travel. So why it hasn't been put on the red list, because it's got that in place, I don't know. It makes sense because everybody else's country that has been classed as all but essential has been put on the red, apart from Jamaica. But anyway, to show you, I'm using the W7 Brow King kit, which has so much stuff in here. Ignore the dirty mirror. But I basically mixed the black and the dark brown together because I've got dark hair. There's also like a highlighting pencil, there's the brush in here, there's also a, what's this called, a brow gel, there's also a mixing dish, there's brow wax, and there's, like I say, so many different shades. So depending on what colour eyebrow you've got, you can kind of mix and match it. This is such a really good kit. W7 as well as like MUA is such a good little brand. So yeah, let me go in with this whilst I talk about the wedding. So yeah, obviously, oh god, messed the brow up straight away. Yeah, we don't know what is happening, if it goes onto the red list at the next review, because there's obviously then only going to be like a green and a red list. And if it's still on the all but essential travel, like will it go onto the red list at that point? Or if it stays on the green but you still can't travel, like What will Tui do? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. We have said that what we will do is if it gets cancelled again, we need to just have like a proper think about what do we want to do in terms of, do we want to move it again to next year and just hope and pray that it happens. But to be honest, I'm like, I don't know if I can deal with the stress again of trying to get everyone to move it, make sure there's enough rooms and all of that. Like, it does get really, really stressful, and when we've looked, there isn't a lot of rooms for the beginning of next year when we would want to go. So then that would maybe mean that some people have to book into a different hotel and then get a taxi and a day pass to our hotel where we would get married. Which is fine. There's loads of hotels like quite close by anyway, so they could go anywhere, and they're all really, really nice hotels. But yeah, I just don't know. We've obviously toyed with the idea of just getting married in the UK, so like literally just sign the papers. So literally just rock up to the registry office. I think you have to go like 30 days before or something, sign some papers and then go back and sign the papers to make it all official. Like, do we just go and do that so that we are married, and then we can always like renew our vows at some point in the future, even if our families don't come with us to do that. Like, hopefully we'll have children by that point and we can literally just go with its kids and renew its vows, and like, that'd be great. And then I could save my wedding dress till then. Like, so many different options, and all I just need to know is Jamaica gonna go ahead in November or not? If any of you have any inside knowledge, then always, oh god, my eyes watering, then always feel free to reach out to me and let me know if you've got some inside goss on what is happening with Jamaica in November. Because if it's not happening, then I need to kind of like sort out what we can do here. And if it is happening, then I can just start looking for holiday clothes. Next thing that I'm using is very, like, I need to replace this. It's the Maybelline New York Sky High Mascara that comes in this like pink tube. Yeah, I genuinely have zero idea when it comes to the wedding, and I've just got this feeling that we're not gonna know until like the beginning of November, which is really annoying, because then if we do need to do something here and not in Jamaica, it really doesn't give us much time to get things booked in and sorted. And so who knows. I'm gonna do this off camera because concentration levels need to be 100%. Okay, also just a little top tip on the makeup front. Cotton buds. If you get mascara on like the top of your eyelid or underneath, you basically just get a cotton bud that is dry and roll it over your top lid, and it will get all of the, pick up all of the mascara. I wish I knew this again back in school, because the amount of times that I then redid my makeup because I got it on the top and had to use a makeup wipe, and then I ended up with like mascara all down here. I mean, I would have saved myself a lot of time if I knew this. And then I just go back in again just to push them up, because it seems to like push them down when you do that. There we go. The last thing that I'm going to use for the makeup is the Revolution Pro setting spray, and this is in the Hydra Matte, which has hyaluronic acid in, which is obviously really good for keeping your face really moisturised. So let's get this sprayed on. Wow. I think I sprayed that directly in my eye. Oh, and another top tip, get one of these like washing machine bags with the zip on. Put each of your beauty blenders in there when you're done, only use them for one use, girls, because bacteria, and that will cause more spots than you need if you use it more than once. And then you can actually put them in the washing machine and they come out so good. Like, they come out massive because of the water situation, but they get so clean. Let's see where we are on the question front. So someone has said, I would love to start a channel, but I don't know where to start. Any tips on how to get started? Which is a very, very good question. I think I researched this like God knows how many times when I was starting my channel, so asking those questions is definitely the right thing to do. Whether or not there is a right or a wrong answer, that is another question. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a hair bubble. Anyway, let's move on from the hair situation. So to get started, I would say you need to know what it is that you want to be doing videos about. So what kind of videos out there do you really love to watch? Because if you really love to watch it, chances are you'll really love to film it. And if you really love to film it, it means you're putting like all really good energy into a video that people are then going to get that same energy back off you watching it, if that makes sense. So if you're filming a video that, so say if it was baking, for example, say it was doing your makeup, for example, the video, if you didn't like wearing makeup, you didn't like doing your makeup, you're going to be sat there like, this is the foundation, this is the mascara, do you know what I mean? And there's not going to be really much energy into that video for people to go, oh, this is really good, I'm enjoying this, let me carry on watching it. So you need to find something that you love to watch, that you're going to love to record, and that you're going to enjoy editing. So the editing aspect, I would just kind of like, you're going to get better at it. So you might start off thinking, oh my gosh, these videos are horrendous because I can't do this, I can't do like proper outros or whatever the situation. Just YouTube it, Google it, see how you make like intros and outros and how you put like little words on the screen, and just Google it. All of the information is out there. You don't need to put too much effort into the editing, it will all come to you. The more and more you do it, you'll get quicker at editing the more and more you do it as well. You definitely don't need like a laptop or a camera to get started. I would say 100,000,000% use your phone. Your phone camera is usually really good, and you can edit on iMovie, which is completely free. I would also really recommend to do your research on what programs you can use for sounds on YouTube, because you don't want to get any copyright claims. And I use Epidemic Sounds. It is so good, and there's so much choice on there, and especially when it comes to Christmas, it is like, just honestly, it's amazing. But there's so much that I could like talk to you about in terms of YouTube, and like maybe not how to do things, but like recommendations and like give you options and things like that. But it really does need to be like down to you, what you enjoy. Put really good effort into it and energy, and that'll come across to the viewers that are watching it, and hopefully they'll watch your videos all the way through to the end. And that's the aim of the game, honey. You need to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then that's not the niche you need to be in, you know? So like for me, I really enjoy doing sit down haul videos, doing come shop with me's, baking, vlogging, doing these like little like these types of videos are really kind of like intimate, because it's just like you and me in my little dressing room, I'm doing my makeup and we're chatting along. Like I love these videos, and like those are the ones that I just mentioned. But if you was to ask me to record a video on like how to maintain a car and like the engine and the water and all of that, like I could probably figure it out. Like I'm not stupid. However, I would really not enjoy it. I'd be kind of like, this is this and this is this, and you just see how the energy completely shifts from me being like, let's get ready together, compared to this is how you maintain a car. Do you know what I mean? I hope that kind of helps. but to get started, you just need to get started. You just need to film your first video, edit it, get it uploaded and share it on your Instagram stories for everyone to see, and hopefully people will start seeing you on Instagram and moving over to YouTube, and people will find you alone on YouTube and not just on your Instagram as well. So I just recommend you just get started. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what people think, because chances are if people are saying things behind your back, then it's because they've got an issue with themselves, not actually an issue with you, because if their life was fun filled and jam-packed with everything that they loved, they wouldn't have time to talk about you. So there you go. I'll do one more question. There is quite a few on here, like I said. Thank you so much for all of your questions. I'll obviously have to do another one of these very, very soon. So the last one I will answer is quite a fun one. So it says, I know this one is wrong, but Home Bargains or B&M? Now, Home Bargains and B&M are like two separate situations on their own, aren't they? I think they both stock different brands, and that's the reason why I love to go to both of them. I do feel like B&M, although if you go to a newer B&M, a bigger B&M, it is more looked after, but you kind of get a nicer feel being in a Home Bargains compared to a B&M. However, I probably spend more time at B&M than I do Home Bargains, so yeah. I love them both. I cannot choose. I cannot choose from either of them. I love them both for different reasons. For example, one of them will have certain cleaning products compared to the other one that doesn't, even though they both look like they've got every cleaning product possible, but they're different brands. So yeah, I can't decide on either of them. I'm going to pass that question out to you guys. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Home Bargains or do you prefer a B&M? Because I cannot choose. I cannot choose for the life of me. But yes, that is going to go ahead and conclude our video together today, girls. I hope you're feeling really like refreshed and zen, because so am I. I'm feeling actually really good today, like really good, so I hope you are too. I am going to go and make another coffee, get changed, and I'm actually making a Sunday dinner today, a beef Sunday dinner. I've been craving like a Toby Carvery full-on roast, but I just can't bother to go, so I'm gonna make one myself and I can't wait. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if there was any questions that I didn't ask, then please message me over on Instagram, and if there's loads more, then I will do another Q&A very soon. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!